and welcome back. How are we getting on, fellas?
Very good.
Very good.
How are you?
We're doing pretty good.
Great.
I'd like to think we're doing pretty good. So,
This
today's
is the first
episode,
time we've all been here in a while, actually.
Yeah.
probably,
Been
And-
a long time.
maybe even possibly the last.
Dun
Could
dun
be.
dun.
Never know.
You never know. But thank you for clicking onto the episode. We appreciate it. Today, if you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about Edgar Wright movies, and we're going to be ranking them in the order of which we think it goes from, worst to best. But let's start off from the beginning. Lads, do you know what the 5 Edgar Wright movies we're going to be talking about today are?
Yes.
Barely,
Let's-
but yes.
Dara, how about you start it off there?
Okay, so obviously we got the Cornetto trilogy, which consists of Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End, and then you got the 2 outliers, Scott Pilgrim versus the World and Baby Driver.
You,
Pretty good. He has a new film coming out next year. Did you know that?
I did.
what's it called?
It's called Living in Soho.
Yeah, and they're doing a Baby Driver sequel.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
With all the cast?
I don't think it's with all the cast.
What about
Oh,
not the
why
dead
not?
ones?
Why not, Dara?
Or at least it was planned.
Oh, I guess I can see why they would, yeah, but like,
What about the people who have accusations against them?
yeah,
Maybe
'cause,
that's
like
why.
2 or 3 of them have like accusations made about them, right?
No, 2. Just
Is
2.
it just 2? Yeah,
I believe.
That's rough.
it is rough.
Like,
I mean,
anyway, we're not going to get into that stuff. We're going
Of
to talk
course.
about movies.
We're talking
We
about
like
movies. We're not talking about
talking about the
actors.
movie. So before we start, let's just first go to The World's End. Or should we start with why they call it the Cornetto trilogy? I think that'd be kind of fun to talk about.
Yeah.
I think that's a good explanation.
So
Or it's
In-
time for a good explanation.
each movie there consists of 3 cornettos. You have the mint, which is the green one. You have the regular, which is the blue one, and you have the strawberry one, which is the red one. And in Shaun of the Dead, I think is it the strawberry one? The red
Strawberry
leaves?
one. Listen, I'll explain. Strawberry is in Shaun of the Dead because it's like, red for blood and zombies.
Mm.
Blue is for Hot Fuzz because it's associated with the police,
Mm.
and then green is in The World's End because it's sci-fi and aliens.
Makes sense. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
Little
So
hidden
I've got a
detail.
question, Dara. Dara,
Yes.
you might be able to do it now. I don't know about you, Jared, but Dara, can you name all the pubs in the World's End?
Ooh. All right, the
Good.
first post.
Yes.
The Old Familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Trusty Servant.
Uh-huh.
The Two-Headed Dog.
Okay.
The King's Head.
Yes.
The Mermaid.
Uh-huh.
The Beehive.
Uh-huh.
The Hole in the Wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
You're missing maybe 1 or 2, I think.
hold on. All right. First post. Oh, here we go. First post, the Old Familiar, the Cross Hands, the Good Companions.
Oh,
The
you're after
Two-Headed
missing
Dog.
one.
Hold on. No, just let me do it.
All right, go
Let
on.
me do it, okay? So, you got the first post, the
Yes.
Old Familiar, the Two-Headed Dog, the Cross Hands, the Good Companions, the Hole in the Wall, the Mermaid, the Beehive, the King's Head, the World's End. Is there 2 more?
There's 2 more, yeah. You've
I
already
didn't say
mentioned
I
one.
didn't say the Trusty
Bro,
Servant that
bro.
time.
You didn't say the
It's
trusty
just
servant, and
embarrassing.
you're just missing one there.
What's it start with?
The.
Come on.
The wow. What's the second word start with?
Oh, F.
Fuck.
What's the second letter?
It's the famous cock.
Alright.
So, in order, they go to the first post, the Old Familiar, the famous cock, the cross hands, the Good Companions, the trusty servant. Oh my god, the trusty servant. They go to
Two-Headed
the
Dog.
Two-Headed Dog, the Mermaid, the Beehive, the King's Head, the Hole in the Wall, and
Wall.
finally, the World's End.
The Golden Mile.
Golden Mile, people.
Yeah.
Living the dream. Which, if you didn't know, is actually our fucking thing for Twitter, isn't it? We have it as our pinned tweet. Liked and commented by none other than very, very famous director
Edgar
Edgar
Wright.
Wright.
Thomas is very proud of that moment, to be
Ah,
fair.
I am very
Yeah.
proud of that moment as well.
I like
I'm
the
proud
cheek
of
there,
Thomas
boys.
for doing that for us.
Look at that. Look, isn't that just like a beautiful pin tweet? Like, it's so fucking cool.
Many people can say that they got their tweet pinned by their favorite director and commented on.
Now, here is a bit of fun trivia for you, Dara. Did
Okay.
you know that everyone in Newton Haven drives the exact same car?
What?
Yeah. Everyone, because they're all supposed to be like
Fuck off.
all the same. They're all supposed to be the same person, right? Like they're all
Yeah, the
controlled by the
robots.
one.
It's a
They're
hive
all
mind.
they all drive Vauxhall Emperors.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Bet you didn't know that, huh?
I did not.
Hmm.
You want to know another bit of trivia?
Go on then.
The story at the start of The World's End predicts the entire movie.
Yeah. How they all get taken off one by one and how they all like
Yeah.
meet all the people along the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same with all
What
the
happens
names
in every
of the
pub?
Same with all the like the pub names. They all like align to what happens. You have you have the first post is where they go for the first pint. Old Familiar is
Where
because
he's
remember
barred from.
it's
Yeah.
the exact same as the first one, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What happens in the famous cock? Is that the one they're banned, or is that the second one they get banned from?
It's the second one they're barred from.
So what happens in the famous cock?
He punches the wall.
Yes.
Yeah, that time was close.
Then there's the cross hands, which is where they meet, or is that where they all like together, and they all fight the? Is that where they first start fighting the
Probably.
aliens? Yeah. Anyway, all the pubs they align to what actually happens in like the story at the time, which I think is brilliant.
Yeah. Same thing happens in Shaun of the Dead.
What do you mean?
Ed predicts the entire story at the start.
Does he actually?
Yeah.
How so?
Because they're talking about he's predicting the next entire day. He's like, oh yeah, we'll go for a Bloody Mary in the morning. One of the two zombies in the garden the next morning is called Mary,
Oh yeah.
and she's bloody.
Oh yeah.
And then from there it just keeps going.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So, you know, he's a cool director.
He's a very
Always
His movies are fucking top class. He seems to love certain actors because they seem to keep popping up in his movies.
yeah.
Yeah.
He also
No
loves
complaints.
visual
I
comedy.
fucking love those guys. Yes.
Oh yeah. What were you gonna say
No.
there?
Said he also loves visual comedy.
He does. Very big fan of comedy in his films because his films like could be classed as like kind of scary if you kind of think about it. Like
Not really.
the first no. If you think it without the comedy, the first one's a zombie movie. The second one's about a fucking murder cult, and the third one's about an alien invasion. But it's because
All
he
of which
chose in
sound
the
pretty
comedy.
scary.
Because he chose in the comedy in there is that they're not classed as like comedy films.
And then his other two movies are a pretty much comic book movie and a getaway movie.
Yeah.
Heist movie.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, Baby Driver is the most recent movie, but it's nothing like he's ever done before. I'll be honest, I did not like Baby Driver.
I loved Baby Driver. It is
Fast and Furious with ringing in your ears. That's kind of how I seen it. Also, it gave me a sour taste in my mouth because of a certain actor in there who had certain accusations against him.
I watched it before said accusations and proven accusations against another actor.
Yeah, accusations are one thing. If they're proven, it's something else.
Yeah.
But it's just hard to like see it as a character and not the person, and then imagining or not like, okay, well, I seen in the news that this happened with this person. It's distracting you in the movie, so it's less enjoyable.
There's one scene in Baby Driver that I think is a masterpiece.
which one's that?
Or just a masterclass in filmmaking. Right after the opening heist. Actually, sorry, two scenes. Opening heist is great, and when he's walking to get coffee, there's a song playing, and all the graffiti on the walls and stuff matches the song.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I must go back and watch Baby Driver because I saw it like maybe 2 or 3 years ago now, and like I have this, and I think I watched it after the whole thing with Kevin Spacey came out. So, but like,
Yeah.
I should probably give it another try. Plus, I didn't know at the time it was directed by Edgar Wright, and now I'm like a big Edgar Wright fan.
It's like when you watch it, so like the lyrics, it'll be like, move it to the left, and then there'll be a fucking, like, it'll say left on the wall. And it's fucking, it's really cool. And you pick up on more and more shit the more you watch it.
Yeah. Actually, going back to what you said there, Dar, with him in Shaun of the Dead, him protecting everything, he likes doing that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, like in Hot Fuzz, at the very start of the film, where he's being transported to London, he's being transported to Stanford. The chief of police goes. He literally says, "I'm the chief of police. I can make people disappear if I want." Which like is the big twist at the end of Hot Fuzz, is that the chief of the police makes people disappear.
Yeah.
I think I tried to watch this with you, Thomas, and you just kept telling me, like, well, this symbolizes this that happens later on. Yeah. It's pretty cool with the movie.
It's such a good movie. He's so good at little details like that.
That's the thing about his movies. Every time you watch the movies, you pick up on another thing. Like more recently, the fucking Thomas was confused about one of the things that happened in the movie. So there's a kid at the end, right? And one of the antagonists takes him hostage. And fucking so then obviously the antagonist is like taken care of. He's not killed, but he's taken care of. You know, you don't have to worry about him anymore. And Nicholas Angel walks over to the kid and he's like, "What's your name?" And he says, "Arne Aronson." And then he goes, "What?" And Thomas didn't notice, but like earlier in the film, fucking one of the characters said, "Oh, who was it? Arne Aronson?" And I was just like, bruh. It's just like a fleeting comment from the start of a movie coming back at the end.
Yeah.
No.
He's super detailed, and
it is a masterclass.
And it's what makes his films so enjoyable. I think any film that can make, like, when you watch it the first time, you don't really, like, you kind of understand. It's like Get Out. Like, when you watch it a second time, you can't help but notice.
You pick up everything.
Yeah. You can identify all the little kind of Easter eggs and all the little stuff that was supposed to, like, set up for it. It's great. And films that make you that, and, like, it's completely different, you watch it the second time. Yeah. They're probably the best. Yeah,
I agree with that. It's just, it's all about rewatchability.
It is.
And those movies are very, very rewatchable.
Did you know that, what's her name? Doris Thatcher, the only woman in the the police force in Stanford. Do you know she's
in The Crown, yeah.
Yeah, she's playing Queen Elizabeth in The Crown.
My right away, like
it was not like so weird
character she played versus the character she plays now. She was playing the Queen right now.
All I can think of is that fucking scene at the end,
which
where he's like, "Oh, you don't mind a bit of manpower, do you, Doris?" And he's like, "Oh, dirty bastard!" And then he gets the fucking bing kicked at his head.
So dope.
And they're all like comically laughing at each other. It's so stupid. Oh, but I love it. I love it so much.
Also, I didn't know that the villain had Hot Fuzz. Simon Skinner, who's played by like Timothy Dalton, also played Bond.
I
never knew that. He was only Bond for one film, but like at the same time, played fucking Bond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting casts with all his movies. Yeah. What was the one I didn't know about? So if there's a Cornell trilogy, there's what's the other one?
Baby Driver and Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim. Now, my girlfriend introduced me to that movie. and oh my god, he's just sitting there laughing my ass off. I forget the name of the main actor, but I don't think he's
Michael
done
Cera.
anything in years.
Michael Cera.
I think he
the
died in a
last
Seth
thing-
Rogen movie recently.
He died in This Is the End, and then I think he's been doing Arrested Development since then.
But
Yeah.
that was one hell of a movie.
Great.
No,
movie.
Man, there's like video game stuff in it.
Oh,
Fuck Chris
here's another
Evans.
fun fact. Here's another fun fact. In that movie, the only person who knew how to play any instrument before it was Michael Cera, and everyone else learned from scratch.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Very impressive.
Because it's very musically based, because he's in a band, right?
Yeah, he is a band, yeah. There's literally a bass battle.
Yeah. Awesome.
Man, all of his films have been my favorite film at a certain point in time. Every single one.
Man. It's mad how fucking good at directing he is. Like,
Yeah.
he is actually a genius.
Yeah.
He is. It's mad.
Speaking of genius directors, Wes Anderson.
Love
What
Wes
about
Anderson.
Wes?
His artistic style is so unique.
Mm.
But so is Edgar Wright's. I don't know. I can't describe it very well, but there's a lot of things you see very, very often in Edgar Wright movies.
I need to watch The Grand Budapest. Man, it's supposed to be really good, isn't it?
You will just feel so happy. You're just gonna feel great watching that movie.
Will you,
That's what it's supposed to do.
will you fix your mic, George? You're getting a bit of reverb, that's all. It's a bit glitchy sounding.
Bit
Sorry.
buzzy, yeah.
A bit buzzy, just
Yeah.
a bit. And I'm very sorry to our listeners who are listening, even though this is probably sound like all the time.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
I just feel like I'm rendering in and out. So that's great.
Yeah, I can see that. Look at him. He looks like
Jesus
there's two jerks.
It's so cursed.
Also, fun fact: Jared's shirt isn't actually purple. Neither is his hair. Well. No, yeah.
Stab myself in the head back.
What else? I have another couple of fun facts here for you, Dara. Did you know, for example? Oh, you're gonna love this one, right? The Santa who stabbed Nicholas at the start of the film
Yeah,
is played by Peter Jackson.
I know. Yeah, I know.
And his girlfriend was played by...
Kate Blanchett.
Well done, Dara. Love it, man.
Yeah.
What else? Okay, did
Hello.
you know that the town they're in Stanford, in real life, is Edgar Wright's hometown?
Yep.
And that he actually used to work in the supermarket.
Yeah,
Yeah?
he's actually in that scene.
I know, yeah, he's... Oh,
He's in the first scene. He's pushing a trolley.
Yeah.
He's pushing one of the big, stock trolley.
He loves making cameos in his own stuff, man. It's funny. And then I have one more fact after that. And after that, we'll start doing our list. And then right after, it's Shaun in Shaun of the Dead's actual name. Because they didn't give him a full name. It's actually Sean Smiley Wiley.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know.
What a name. Sean Smiley Wiley.
I think his name is just Wiley, but his DJ name was Smiley
That's it.
Wiley.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Right. I'm out of facts.
Another fun fact: Sean and Ed actually showed up in an episode of Phineas and Ferb.
Did they actually? I think,
Yeah.
yeah, they did, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. And they were
Was that
played by
Helen?
Nick Frost and Simon Pegg.
Oh, wow. I know. I knew they were in an episode. I didn't know they actually played it, though.
Uh-huh.
That...
Ignore my chair.
That's fine. Simon Pegg actually said something about, like, are Doofenshmirtz the zombie?
Yeah. So if they get touched by Doofenshmirtz, you turn into Doofenshmirtz.
You know what? That's a risk I'm willing to take.
It's got glue on you.
And I got records on my finger and I just can't stop.
Alright, shut up. Thank you.
Oh wow, look at that. Isn't his shirt, his costume in that movie is so iconic as well? Because it's just like it's so
Everyone
easy
dresses
to
up
do.
as that.
Yeah.
You got red on you.
Brilliant, man. Right, I think we're good then. Dara, Would you like to go first?
No,
You would.
I really wouldn't.
I'll go first. I don't mind. All right. So we're going to be ranking the 5 films from. Will we say least favorite to favorite, or do you want to do? Yeah, we'll do it from that. So at number 5, my least favorite would be Baby Driver. At number 5. Number 4 would be Shaun of the Dead. And then I'll say Scott Pilgrim. I'll say World's End, and at number 1, I'm putting Hot Fuzz.
All right.
Mm.
Any reasoning behind these decisions?
Hot Fuzz. I watch whenever I'm hungover.
Over, yep. Know that.
It's my hangover cure.
Yes.
As I've mentioned on Twitter several times.
I know. Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I really like the effects and everything in that movie. I mean, it's like an actual comic book. It's just, it looks brilliant for a movie that came out in like 2010.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? What else did I say? I said The World's End. There's so much fucking like
Thomas, I hate to burst your bubble.
Yeah?
He has 6 movies.
What's his 6th movie?
It was his first film, A Fistful of Fingers.
Well, I haven't seen it, Jared, so we're not going to talk about it then, buddy. I know he has 6 movies, but people only really tend to talk about the 5, you know? Have you seen The Fistful of Fingers, Dara?
Nope.
Jared, have you seen it?
It's a Western. It's a Western. No.
It's a Western? Oh, jeez. Didn't know that. I must check it out.
No, it looks really, really cool. Who's even in this? Well, its budget was 15,000. I'm assuming it was like a.
Oh, he's done a lot of short
film.
He's done a lot of short films.
He also did Space.
No, it was now around 18 minutes.
Oh, right. Yeah, he did Space and everything, and then he was also like co-directing and like writ Ant-Man, didn't he?
Yeah, he co-wrote Ant-Man.
Yeah.
He was meant to direct it as well, except he went off and did Baby Driver instead.
Did he? Oh well. He'll probably direct an MCU movie at some point in his life.
Hopefully.
That'll be fun, you know?
Hopefully the next
Ant-Man. He didn't direct it. He wrote for Ant-Man.
He was meant to direct
it. Writer and producer for Ant-Man.
He meant to direct it though. He pulled out of directing it because he wanted to direct Baby Driver.
Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, like.
All right, sorry, Sam. Go on.
That's good. What was I on? I was on The World's End at number 3 because there's a lot of foreshadowing and the whole thing with the pubs, and it's so symbolic and everything, and I just think it's brilliant. What did I put at number 4? I put Shaun of the Dead. Putting it there doesn't mean I don't like it, but at the same time, I would watch Hot Fuzz regular. I'd watch my top 3 more regularly than I watch Shaun of the Dead. I tend to only watch Shaun of the Dead maybe at like Halloween. Don't know why. It's like it's a Halloween movie. And then Baby Driver only because I've seen it once in like 2018, and I barely remember it. I must watch it again to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
We'll
save that for last. Okay, so from best to worst, actually from worst to best. Actually.
Worst to best, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Baby Driver. I'll be honest, Baby Driver didn't do it for me. In terms of his good movies, didn't do it. A great cast except for 2 people, or 1 person to be fair. But yeah, it's all right, not the best. I guess after that, it's World's End. World's End is a fucking good movie. Like the other 4 movies are absolutely amazing. They're very hard to fault them. World's End, it was just I felt like I needed more of it. But I love the ending so much.
It's not like it's bad. It's just that you kind of prefer the other 3 over it, and that's the whole thing. It's that it's very hard to fault these movies. They're all so good.
Except Baby Driver. No, I've no experience as a director, so I can't even grasp that. Okay, then we're looking at Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is a fucking amazing movie. Man, just the creative ways they killed zombies. Man, they were throwing plates. They were throwing fucking cricket bats. They're using everything. Yeah. This did not care. It was just hilarious. Fair play to whoever played those zombies because they were taking stuff to the face. And they were just sort of sorting through like
they got paid a pound.
vinyls at some point.
Did they? A pound?
Yeah, all those zombies extras got paid a pound.
Really?
Fair play.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I get paid more than that to be an extra.
Shut up, Jerry.
Whoa. I can't say how much, but whoa. Then into the top two. It's actually hard. I'm gonna say Hot Fuzz is my my top two. Man, that's so good. Visual comedy, oh plenty. Kind of like Expert meets bunch of dumbasses, which is an experience Dara goes through on a daily basis. So I'm assuming Dara knows all about that. No, but it's something special. And Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I love it. My girlfriend showed it to me the first time, and so it has that nice little memory in my head. You know, I don't know when it was made, or what was it made? It was made in 2010, but it still stands up, man. Him fighting Chris Evans. You know, there's a vegan in there, and he accidentally has like superpowers or something, and then he gets superpowers taken away, his dick chopped off or something. What a amazing movie. And Dara, your turn. Take the stage.
Number 5, Baby Driver. At some point, it was my favorite movie. For sure, the best soundtrack.
Yeah.
Out of any of them.
Well,
it's just no. Don't even argue.
No, Scott Pilgrim had
Scott Pilgrim has a great soundtrack, but Baby Drivers is just better.
Fair enough.
Yeah. The thing that brought that down for me was obviously the actors and shit like that. Oh. Still think it's a good movie. don't really like I'm not defending the actors in any.
You base it on the movie and the actors, not the actors, but the acting in the movie. It's great.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. If you base it off the soundtrack and the cinematography and the acting,
it's the same with like the Mulan movie.
Good fucking
lads. It's hard to ignore. Like, would you go back and watch The Cosby Show?
I mean, no, because I've never watched The Cosby Show.
Are you guys not watching The Cosby Show?
Like, all the stuff that's
said
about
it's like the same thing about.
I can't see it.
It's like the same thing going back and listening to Michael Jackson.
No, well, that's unproven.
He made good music.
That is unproven.
It is unproven, but.
Anyway,
I kind of
like that.
So, Dara, you're at number 5. Go.
Number 4.
Before we slate every celebrity.
Number 4. Fuck. Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Love it. Great movie. I just think it's not the strongest.
It's the second movie.
It's not the strong. No, it was the first Cornetto movie.
Yeah, but it was the second movie he made.
Oh yeah, no. Like, it's a great movie. It's an incredible movie. It's just it's not the strongest of the trilogy. Great movie. Great jokes.
Wasn't it supposed to be like a sequel to like, not that the characters were the same, but like it was technically supposed to be like a sequel to Spaced, because
it wasn't that. It was that what is it? In one of the episodes of Space, Simon Pegg's character took I think he ate shrooms, or he dropped acid, and he was playing Resident Evil and he passed out, and then he had like a dream sequence where his house was getting like raided by zombies and he was killing all of them.
Ah, yeah, that's it.
And they turned that entire episode. They turned that small bit of an episode into an entire movie.
Brilliant.
Yeah, great. Number 3, World's End.
Mm.
Very strong movie. possibly like it's got some of the funniest jokes of the Cornetto trilogy, but it also tackles major issues such as alcoholism and growing older and friendship.
Very true.
Commitment.
Very deep film.
Very deep film. Very funny though as well.
Extremely
When I
funny.
think of a film that has like deep meaning and teaches a lesson, I do not think of that movie.
Bro, the entire end of the movie is about fucking Gary King like thinking that it never got better than that night he got pissed with his friends, and that he never wants to be sober.
Actually, did you know the ending of like The World's End is a complete callback, where what's his name? Nick Frost character, can't remember his name. Fuck. Andy goes, do you know what's brave? It's going into a pub or full of these big men, and ordering
Big ugly
a glass.
bastards wearing war paint and ordering a glass of water.
And then at the very end of the film, that's exactly
waters,
what he
please.
does. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Amazing.
10
out of 10. Good movie. Strong message as well. Number 2, Scott Pilgrim. Very good soundtrack. Very good soundtrack.
Cast.
The cast incredible, acting incredible. The fights, some of the best. Some of the best. The comedy is just on point.
Big shout out to Chris Evans.
That's actually hilarious.
I thought, did you guys see that meme?
Yeah, where it's like Chris Evans reacting to himself leaking his own nudes. He's like, "Ha, it's actually hilarious."
Okay.
And that was like the year before he became Captain America, so
I know. Come on.
I think it's kind of funny.
Have you guys ever seen the first movie he was in? Have you guys seen Not Another Teen Movie?
Yes. Oh my god, I have.
It's so fucking.
All right, yeah, great movie. Michael Cera, love him. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, outstanding performance. Everyone, outstanding performance. Really. Brie Larson's in it.
Very funny.
Is she?
Yeah.
What?
She plays MV Adams.
She's his crazy ex in it.
Mind blown.
I would not want Brie Larson as my.
Here you go. No,
crazy
here's another one. You know Wallace, his gay roommate?
Yeah.
It's Fuller from Home Alone.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, man. I didn't
know Fuller go easy on the Pepsi? That kid. That's him.
Jesus, man. What the fuck happened to that kid?
Kieran Culkin. He's Macaulay Culkin's either brother or cousin.
Damn, I never realized that, bro.
Yeah.
I would never have realized that was Brie Larson.
You're welcome. Yeah, great movie.
Sorry for ruining the film, Jared.
Also, my favorite fight in that movie is between fucking Sex Bob-omb and the Katyanagi twins.
Sex Bob-omb.
Man, the Katyanagi twins fight is so good. Like, so good. Anywho, and last but certainly not least, because it's the top, Hot Fuzz.
Beautiful.
Best jokes, best story. I wouldn't say best acting.
No?
Amazing acting. I don't know if I'd say best. I think all of them are pretty much on par for acting.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what he did before that movie? He went out and like squad patrols and everything, man.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, he did a lot of research for his role, but I still think the acting in the other movies is on par.
Fair enough, man. Yeah.
It's all on par. Great acting, great comedy. Also some deep kind of things in that as well, with friendship and making your own family.
Oh, but like in all fairness, would you be in that kind of stuff?
What kind of stuff?
Friendship and the crack.
No.
What the fuck am I even here for? Like, I ask you on a daily basis why I do this podcast.
And we tell you, we don't fucking know. Just quit.
You don't even get on a daily basis.
Damn fucking.
So, before we end the podcast, I'm going to ask you guys for your favorite quote from an Edgar Wright movie. Dara.
No, I don't.
You don't want to go first? Do you want to think about it for a sec, Jared? You need to think about it?
You said it, so you obviously have a good one.
Well, it's just because every time I watch it, it's the very first line of Hot Fuzz. Just, Police Constable Nicholas Angel gets me every fucking time on it. So it's not even that funny. It's like, I think it's brilliant.
Well, like it's super serious.
It's so serious. It's like, I don't know what it is, man. It's his first impression of him, and it like.
I have one.
You have yours. Or
it's from The World's End. when they're in the car about to go to Newton Haven, and fucking Gary King says about the Bible, "Don't be daft, Stephen. It was written by Jesus."
What's that one in Hot Fuzz where he says, "Is it true there's a spot on lad's head if his head grows up?" Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. So,
there's obviously the quote that everyone has to acknowledge from both Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz. What do you want from the shop? Cornetto.
No, let's catching them killers then.
It's the one killer, actually.
So, we want to thank you for watching this podcast. I've loved it, I'll be honest with you.
So
I wanted to make this episode. It's been fun. Remember to subscribe,
like
the video,
comment,
turn on those post notifications.
Tell your grandma, tell your cousins, tell your grandma's grandma.
And take it handy, people.
Good luck.